Welcome back to the Beard Bros podcast. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We're just going to jump right into this. You already know, Insurance Home, links in the description. Everything else, just ask us. Football's back, baby. It's this Thursday. Today is Monday. We're predicting everything we think for the next 18 weeks right now. And then another 5-6 weeks of playoff time. We're doing it all from comeback player, rookie, offensive, defensive, MVP, surprises, your division winners, your wild card winners, your Super Bowl contenders, and your Super Bowl champ. And I think we'll do one maybe mid-season, and then we'll do one at the end of the season. So this is like a 3-parter. This is just like our early preseason's over. You know what's coming into week 1. No surprises. It's like football is back. It's like days away.
Yup. 3
days away. So please just like the video just because if you like the football season's back.
It's back, baby.
Okay, so I have here like the first thing is comeback player of the year.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Or should we do rookie of the year? Rookie is like the guy that hasn't even touched the field yet. Comeback player is a guy that's probably been there for a while.
My comeback player is basically going to be helping my rookie of the year, so it don't really matter either way.
Okay,
whatever way you want to go.
Okay, let's go rookie of the year. Okay, we might even have this probably the same.
No, I definitely don't think you have the same. Who's yours?
Okay, so you go first
Okay.
and make your small argument. Nothing too elaborate, but make an argument.
Jamar Chase.
Okay, why is that?
Well, it's going to be more of the point and next point of comeback player of the year. I guess it's a little tease to what I'm...
Okay, so you got Joe Burrow as your comeback player of the year. Okay.
Yes. I feel like if he is a comeback player of the year, that's the reason he's the comeback player of the year. And if that's the case, I think it's in due time that somebody besides a fucking, quarterback wins the award. I don't think
rookie of the
I think
year.
the last time somebody won it, I think it was Bosa.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, I'm not like when it comes to comeback players, I want them all to come back well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There was a list of them.
Yeah.
There obviously Dak's up there.
Barkley.
I think Nick Bosa tore his ACL. Saquon, Christian.
The whole San Francisco team, pretty much.
Yeah, they said there was 31 guys. I don't remember.
There was a lot. A lot of motherfuckers that were hurt.
Joe Burrow. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
You could pretty much go with let's have them all come back.
Hopefully,
but it's just basically who comes back
the
best.
hardest. Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes for I'm not gonna get into my comeback player yet, but my rookie of the year, this is not biased whatsoever. Maybe you might think so or whatever, but I honestly just think he was the best in the draft. He fell the furthest in the draft. I don't know how he got to this point. But I honestly was like, when Dallas picked him up, it was just like...
I thought you were going Jace Horn or Chase...
No.
I was like, damn, boy, really?
Micah Parsons is the best football player coming out of the 2021 draft. There was not a doubt in anybody's scouting mind. There wasn't a doubt in anybody at all.
So, yeah.
It was just preference of position players that everybody... Chargers went lineman. Jags went quarterback. 3 teams went quarterback. Like
defensive players were up there.
The cornerbacks were going early. So it was like by default he just kind of dropped because nobody needed him. We didn't even need him.
No, we didn't. But
we did not need him. But the Cowboys said he's the best guy on the board. How do we skip? We didn't even have to move for him. Let's go grab him. He is gonna lead in tackles and rookies.
Shit.
And I think he's going to be up there. He's not going to be he's not even going to run for potential defensive player of the year. I'm not saying that. But he's going to be up there in turnover, either he's going to recover fumbles or get picks, or he's going to be a part of them, forcing them. I just think he's so fast. He's so
fast.
big. He's so good. He's going to be that guy that's like, That motherfucker's on every play.
Every fucking play. Even preseason, he only played like 50
Yes.
something snaps or something
So
like that.
say what you want. Oh, I don't even. I'm just. This is a little teaser. I don't even think Dallas is gonna be that good. But Micah Parsons is gonna be sick, and I'm a Jalen Smith fan. So if Jalen, and I said this last time, Micah Parsons 9/11, call 911 because there's an emergency happening.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, let's make that happen, Micah Parsons. That's my rookie.
Rookie.
You already
Yeah,
exposed your-
Joe Burrows, man. I think JB, I'm a big JB fan.
gotta ignore.
I'm a big JB fan. I like their division. Everybody's kind of counting the Cincinnati Bengals out, like completely out. They're like they're done. They're last in their division. I think Joe Burrows makes a push to compete in that division. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the division. It's probably Baker.
He could be two. He's pushing that third position because Big Ben's old,
He's out. Yeah, he's old.
but he's still there.
Yeah.
You can't count him out. So him and Big Ben are fighting right there. He's probably better than Baker, like schematically looking at him. He's taller, he's
Yeah.
got the arm and everything else. But then Baker's got like the team, and he's got stuff around him that kind of makes him better. And then Lamar, he's got an MVP, so you can't really compare him to
those
the rest of the guys.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna come back and do something crazy.
It's a tough division.
Good numbers though. I think he's not gonna be like his record's not gonna be good. I think his numbers are gonna be really good.
Well, hopefully, because if not, Jamar Chase ain't gonna do shit. So you gotta I see your duo there. There's potential,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be tough.
I didn't want to go quarterback, and I didn't want to go like a defensive player.
I mean,
rookie of the
there was
year.
only a few quarterbacks. There was Joe Burrow, there was Dak, and I think that was it.
No, for rookie of the year. That's why I picked Jamar Chase.
Oh,
so
okay.
that, and then Joe Burrow was like,
Oh,
like
okay.
like
I
kinda
thought
compliment-
comeback player.
like
I was like, there's only a couple guys.
he was a complimentary of the rookie of the year.
Okay, well, there's potential there. I mean,
I think
I'd say there's probably a little bit more guys just because their numbers. Like Joe Burrow's already come out and kind of said he's nervous.
yeah.
And I'm not saying like Dak's out here saying he's confident. So I'm not saying one is better than the other, but maybe Dak's overly confident and just kind of anxious to get on the field, where Joe Burrow's more like, well, maybe I should take more time. I don't know. But nonetheless, I hope that he comes back good. I mean, I don't think he's going to compete in that division, even with the Steelers, what I consider might not be that good.
Yeah,
It's just tough.
I almost picked Najee Harris as rookie of the year. That was
Could,
That's my second pick.
but I mean, we'll get into that later when we start actually talking about teams. But for this moment,
Who's your comeback?
comeback player. It's a guy that I just think he's been good when he was healthy.
Christian McCaffrey.
He's put up numbers when he was healthy. He's had a lot of promise. It happens that you get hurt. It sucks that you get hurt. But he's been super quiet. You haven't heard anything. It's like not Dak,
Yeah.
not Joe Burrow. You hear nothing about this guy. So I'm excited to see what he does. I got Saquon Barkley coming back as player of the year.
I could have guessed it off camera, huh?
You would have?
Yeah, because that would have been my second guess. It would have been McCaffrey and then Barkley.
I'm going to say this, though. It was a close run between an offensive guy and a defensive guy.
Bosa?
It was going to be Nick Bosa out of San Fran.
That's what I had.
I honestly wanted to go Nick Bosa, but then I thought, for some reason, I have a hunch of Saquon. I even thought about this after we fantasy draft yesterday. I thought, man, I had a chance to go get Saquon, and I didn't. He dropped to like 7 or 8, and I was like, man, that would have been a nice pick because I strongly believe the two of them.
Who was your first pick
What do you mean?
on fantasy?
I had Chubb.
Oh, I don't know. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
I'm not disappointed in my pick. I'm just saying I expect Saquon
to hit his numbers again.
Yeah, And so since he's kind of revealed, I'll just say this: Offensive Player of the Year, I have Saquon Barkley.
Oh,
I don't know if it's
shit.
ever happened where somebody that came back from the season-ending injury the year before came back and won like Offensive Player of the Year.
So if he's gonna get comeback and
Yes, I think he's gonna outrush
Damn.
everybody this year, and I think he's gonna have them numbers.
I think he has a chance because I don't think Henry's going for 2,000 again.
I don't think Henry is.
The only player that could outrush him probably is going to be Cook.
Maybe
or
Cook, Chubb, Jonathan Taylor. I'm not even gonna get down the list of backs, but for me, I've seen him work on the offseason before injury.
Yeah.
He is a beast. I thought he was a beast coming out of Penn State. And maybe you could say, well, you're a little biased. You kind of picked 2 Penn State guys. I did. That was actually accidental, and I didn't even think about that till just now. Nonetheless, I have a hunch. I just feel like Saquon's
Saquon
so whoever got Saquon, I don't even remember.
Ayo.
It was Ayo?
Yeah.
He might have a good year.
Yeah, I think he has.
Who do you have as your Offensive Player of the Year?
I think it's kind of obvious. Maybe not too obvious. It's not Patrick Mahomes. So
Okay.
It's the guy in New York. Closer, probably. I think it's Buffalo. I think that's where he plays. Josh Allen. He looked great at the end of the year. Playoffs, he looked good. I mean, he's a promising guy. He has a very good wide receiver in Stephon Diggs. Singletary out of the backfield is a great receiving back. He's not a very good running back.
Okay.
But they have what's his name? Brown. What's the little small guy? John Brown.
John Brown. They have Cole Beasley, and they just signed somebody else.
Fuck, I
too.
forgot they had Cole Beasley.
They have somebody else that I think overtook John Brown's position. There's another wide receiver,
But yeah, I have Josh Allen, and I don't know. Oh, there's only a few other players I feel like would probably surpass him. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes. He's a
yeah. I thought about
Video
quarterback,
game.
but then I looked, and Derrick Henry had been the guy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, when you're that kind of guy, like I even thought Christian McCaffrey, but I don't know about, like, it was really hard for me to think about a guy that has enough around him. Like,
They're
I
gonna stack the
like
box
Sam
for sure.
Darnold, but I don't know about, like, Robbie Anderson, and I don't really know they're, like, DJ Moore. I've not ever been big fans of them. I do like Galladay. I do like Sterling. I do
Evans.
like Evans. Their line isn't bad. I mean, you know, Daniel Jones hasn't shown anything, but when you got a guy like that in the backfield, it's like, well, you don't have to have the best quarterback, just a guy that can do a little.
That's why people like Dak. They're like, you don't need to be the guy if you have Zeke. That's like basically
right. I just hope that that's the case.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
So
But yeah, I like your pick. Saquon's a fun pick. That's a good.
yeah, I mean, Josh Allen, I agree. Like, he has the potential there to be good, but it's like I've not seen him be good 2 years in a row yet.
No, not yet.
You know, like not even not many quarterbacks go back to back 2 years in a row and do their thing.
No, so I think they're gonna push to the number 1 seed in the AFC. So
Dang, okay.
I mean, you got to if you're the offensive player of the year, you got to be
Yeah,
pushing up there.
I mean, you got to be up there. Okay,
be up
so
there.
who's your defensive player of the year?
My favorite player.
Oh, wow.
I believe he wears the number 5 now.
Oh, my gosh.
Jalen Ramsey out of the Rams.
I thought you were going to say Florida State.
Well, he is out.
He
of
is
Florida.
out of Florida State. Actually, he's not out of the Rams. He
Plays-
plays in Los Angeles.
He plays in Los Angeles.
It's
You know
okay.
You know
Okay?
what the fuck I mean.
So then what's your predictions? Because in order for him to win Defensive Player of the Year, he's got to have a hell of a year. Not many secondary players ever get considered. Not even linebackers get considered.
you just watch and see, bro.
He better do something
You
special.
have a really good defensive line with Aaron Donald and them.
You do.
So
but
there's
you
gonna
also
be
play a
pressure.
definitely hard division
There's gonna
of wide receivers.
And he's the best corner in the league. So.
I'm just saying, like I
you-
know San
when
Fran
you
don't
look
have
at-
the like number one guy, but they got Ayuk, Debo Samuel, and George Kittle.
when you look at his stats and you see him play DeAndre Hopkins twice, and you're
We'll
like
see.
50 yards through 2 games,
Okay.
and DK Metcalf.
Yeah, but see, I also think that even if he stops him to just 2 catches, 50 yards per game or whatever, he's got to put up more than that. He can't just not have but 3 picks all season and win defense.
he's going crazy this
He's
year.
got to have double digits.
He's going crazy. I think he's on his last part of his contract. He's gonna have to go crazy.
He has to go crazy.
Yeah,
he really does, because if he doesn't,
and I have high confidence in the man.
okay,
Biased a little bit, but you know.
I mean, your argument's good in the sense of outside of him being your favorite, he's one, if not the best cornerback in the game. So there's not much being biased when it's like, well, he's one of the best.
He's one of the best. Yeah,
So,
I feel you.
okay, so my defensive player, I think this guy is just a guy that is a man amongst men. Like, he's probably, like, I know, I put him on the level of Aaron Donald.
I was gonna say, now you picked my teammate or what?
No, I did not pick Aaron Donald. I like Aaron Donald,
think I know
but
who
this
you
guy
picked.
plays literally all the way on the East Coast. Aaron Donald's from the West Coast.
Myles
I got Chase Young, man.
Oh, I think he's gonna say Myles Garrett.
No, I thought about
Oh.
Myles Garrett. I did, but then I thought, bro, Chase Young is bad. Like, he's a bad man.
You're picking a lot of NFC least, bro.
Oh, I did, huh? I picked six. I got some guys. I just think
Our division's stacked.
I just think there's some like individuals.
Okay.
I didn't even think of the East like that. That was the first time you pointed that out, I thought about that. Chase Young, this isn't like, I guess you could call this a bold prediction. This is just something. I think he's gonna push this year for the sack record. I just have a hunch of that too. Like, I could be wrong on all these. I don't give a shit. That's not the point of this. This is my predictions. If you have predictions,
I mean, it's not a bad one. He was up there last year, so and then as a rookie,
Yes, and I just think now he's got some time under him.
more training camps.
Yes, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't have faith in their quarterback, so I think the defense might be out there a little bit more. So you might actually get some more defensive time out there. So
Fucking
Chase
leading-
Young might be
the record's like 25, I think.
something in the 20s. So
Oh,
I just know
God
he's
damn.
averaging about a little more than about
Two,
1.5 to 2 sacks
Yeah,
a game.
two.
So. I
Oh, there's 17
that's
guys,
that's
yeah.
my DP of the year.
That's a good one.
Hopefully he is. We'll see.
It's usually a lineman anyway, so it's like
Right. So now that we're gonna leave MVP till after we
After.
predict
Yeah.
all our division and wild card. But now we're gonna get into, now those are individuals.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into
Yeah.
now what we like. What's gonna be your biggest surprise of the year? Like something that no one really sees anything coming of.
it's a West Coast team.
Okay.
Moved a few miles down the road, you know. Now they're playing in LA,
Okay.
and I think they're gonna win their division.
Okay.
And he's a young stud.
Okay.
Both of us like the man.
Okay.
The Chargers. They're gonna win their division. That's my surprisers. I mean, I guess not really a surprise.
He stole this from me. I'm just saying this. He stole this from me.
I was gonna
stole
s-
my thunder.
I was
He
gonna
stole my
say
thunder.
it right before I was like, this is probably where we agree. I was going to say that.
That's true. But see, I didn't put it that way. I don't think that that's my surprise. He says that they're going to win the division. That's cool. He's 100% in agreement with me. My biggest surprise, this is going to be a shocker. I don't care. Clip it. The Chiefs will not make the playoffs. They will not make I'm not saying they're going to make wild card. They're not going to win the division. They're not making the playoffs.
So we're on agreement with the Chargers, but not your.
Yes, he
okay.
said, like,
Okay,
I
okay.
think that probably was like, well, you're saying they're going to beat the Chiefs. I'm saying they're going to beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs ain't even making it. I'm going to say even probably more so, they go 0-1 this weekend.
Against the Browns.
Against the Browns.
I'm playing motherfucking Landry this week.
I'm going to throw that out there. Like, call me crazy, but it's a big surprise. It's a bold prediction. It's a oh shit moment.
I guess it is a surprise for me too, because like people are like, "Do you think the Chargers are gonna win that division? You really think that?" I think so.
So that, I guess you'll know, but so basically out of the AFC West, we both have the Chargers winning the division. So before we even got there, we already gave you a snippet of one of
our
eight division
one of our
winners.
playoff teams. Eh?
Okay, who is your sleeper team?
This is gonna be crazy. I hope this motherfucker don't watch this video neither, because he's gonna be texting me afterwards. You can't spell Vikings without Kings, baby. So I got the Vikings being a sleeper this year.
Okay.
I think with those two wide receivers, Dalvin Cook and an average ass Kirk Cousins, I think they overcome the Packers situation. The Lions are ass. The Bears, we don't know yet. So
So are you saying they're winning the division? Or are you saying,
saying
they're
they're
going to
gonna-
make the playoffs?
I'm saying they're going all in. They're going not all in, but you know what I mean. They're gonna win that NFC North.
Okay. I mean, that's
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 bold.
definitely a sleeper team. I mean, sleeper could have just been a team that you don't necessarily see coming, and then they get in.
Oh no, they're
But
coming.
he's
They're
going
coming.
all in. He's going all in, saying the Packers ain't gonna win the division.
I don't
Maybe
think the
I
Packers
mean,
are gonna do shit.
okay, well maybe.
I was all wearing Packers yesterday.
Well, that's a different story. But anyways, okay. Well,
Sleeper.
I like it. I like it. So my sleeper team right now, and you could probably even get a kind of a hint. I got the New York Giants. Everybody's
He loves the
kind of like.
NFCs.
I guess I do. I didn't ever think about it. Like
The Giants
I
is a
think
good
the
one.
AFC was a little bit more predictable. I thought the NFC was less predictable.
There's so
especially
many.
like with the West, NFC West.
South.
Obviously you have. For me, I have Green Bay in that division. You got Aaron Rodgers. I don't care what the hell. He's Aaron Rodgers. You have the Bucks bringing back their whole squad.
Yeah.
Drew Brees no longer there. You don't know what you're getting with Sammy. You don't know what you're getting with Ryan. Like, I felt like the NFC East was they predict Dallas, but Washington has a great defense. Daniel Jones has all the weapons. The Eagles apparently suck, but I don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know what Hurts is gonna do.
Yeah, so but for me it was the Giants. Like I said, I like Saquon.
Okay,
So
I respect that one. I mean, that's a real like deep sleep. Like
I don't
it's
feel like no one's looking at them.
You're in what do they call it?
A coma?
No.
Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see in 18
You had
weeks.
some sleep paralysis, couldn't get up, kind of fucking pick right there.
So,
Down the
we'll
Giants.
see. Okay, so on to the divisional winners. I say, well, you gave away one of your division winners
The West.
in both.
Yeah.
Well, you gave
Oh,
away
yeah,
the
yeah,
Vikings
fuck, I forgot I
and
gave the Vikings.
And the Chargers. So where do you want to start?
We'll go AFC.
AFC?
Yeah, West.
Okay, so you know already we both have the LA Chargers going and winning the division in the West.
Yeah.
So then let's just hop across the country and go to the East. Who do you have?
I think it's pretty obvious with my offensive player of the year. I'm
Okay.
going the Bills.
Okay, I agree. I'm in agreement with that. The Bills. I don't think anyone in that division can compete with them as far
Unless Tunga Vailoa could do something, but we don't know yet. That's
No, I know he's trash. I'll say it 10 times more throughout the season. I'll say it after this weekend
Well,
when
well-
they lose to whoever the fuck who they're playing.
I don't know who the
I
fuck
don't know.
Dolphins
We'll do another podcast Wednesday on our we'll go live actually on Thursday and predict who we have as our weekly winners.
North.
And AFC North. Okay, I think we'll be indifferent to
I
this.
believe we will.
Okay, who do you have?
The Brownies, baby.
Why? So you think the Browns are gonna outclass your Joe Burrow and Jamal Chase combo?
Well, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna do good. I don't think they're gonna. Like I said, I don't think they're gonna try to win that division. But I think he's gonna have numbers like
And then you got the Steelers that won the division and the Ravens that
Steelers.
I think they made the playoffs, but they lost.
I think Steelers.
Oh no, they won.
I think the Steelers are here and like trickling to the.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna suck, but I don't think they're gonna win the division.
Okay.
And then I like the Ravens, but it's like I think with Odell coming back, and Odell's the number one receiver on most fucking teams in the league. I think, and then you showed with Baker and Landry year two how they upped their level.
Yeah,
so now
they
we
get
could
good.
maybe see an up level with Baker and
And Odell.
and
I mean, they
Austin
do
Hooper.
got the weapons. Odell. They have Austin Hooper, Landry. What's that dude? That the other wide receiver? He's got
Peoples.
People Jones or
Yeah.
whatever. And then they have the duo in the backfield and Hunt and Chubb.
Great
I mean,
offensive line, great defense.
Defensive line, secondary still sus a little, but not horrible. They getting a rookie back from last year that didn't play. So
So I think the
we'll
Brownies,
see.
baby.
We'll see what. I mean, that's not a bad pick. I am different.
Big trust.
I went with that Baltimore Ravens squad. I like Lamar. I think he does things different. The only thing I wish that they would do would go grab him some weapons.
They got Watkins.
Yeah,
I
but
know
I
it's
don't
not
really
everything.
think he's that good. I've never thought that. Even when he was in Buffalo, I didn't think that.
But when you put Mark Andrews as your number one, he's the number one.
He's number one.
Yeah, and then you have Marquise. And now Sammy's your third option. That's not bad.
I mean, yeah and no. It's just
He's not elite.
Lamar hasn't shown me he can really sling it. But I'm also going off. Ravens always have a good defense.
Always.
They always do.
Always.
Whether it's
and it's surprising sometimes. You're like, they're gonna have a good
yeah,
defense.
like
And then-
they always do. I like their coach. Really, like I
yeah,
consider him
Hardball.
one of the top probably 3 coaches in the league when it comes to just overall.
Yeah.
Not just offensive minded or defensive. Overall coach that's a guy that's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I like the Ravens to go and take over that division this year. I think that they have what it takes. And I think they will win the AFC North.
Okay.
So we got the AFC South.
30.
We might be in disagreement of this. I mean, this might even be a shocker to people, like a big old shocker, like a new quarterback, new coach shocker.
That's Colts, Titans, Houston, and
Jaguars.
I know who you're going with.
I'm going with the Jacksonville
Jaguars.
I'm just
I knew
kidding.
it.
I
was like, damn! I knew. I was like, I thought I knew. I was like, fuck, this was going with
Nah, that
Trevor
would have been the biggest surprise. I got y'all motherfuckers. I'm going with my guys. I always go with. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Just kidding. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to win the division.
Colts?
The Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
They're going to go to the playoffs.
We're definitely indifference in this one.
Okay, I just had a kid. I mean, come on now. New quarterback, new coach. They ain't doing shit. Anyways, I got the Colts. I think Wentz has it back. He comes back. He ain't going to be sick. He ain't going to light people up. But I think he's going to just do enough because the division, I believe, is weaker than what we think. We've been on Tennessee for the last few years. And Houston, we don't know what's happening.
Tyrod Taylor is
what
announced.
worries me about them is if Watson was good, he should be playing. Why wouldn't he be playing? So that just makes me think he's not coming back.
Yeah.
Not probably anytime soon. And then Jacksonville, I'm sorry, but they might outbeat Houston by a game or two, but it's still I think this will be a small prediction off the side. Jacksonville will start slow and well.
Okay.
That's my.
I can see that. I can see that.
They're gonna have to take some time to get the flow of things. You know, okay, this is how this works. This is how this works. By the second half of the season, you'll see they may not win still a lot of games, but they'll probably end up like 5-12. You know, something along those lines.
I could agree with that.
Who you got?
I got the Tennessee Titans, man.
3 times in a row.
I like Derrick Henry not having to do as much now.
We don't know that.
And then you got Julio Jones.
I like that.
Pretty much one of the best receivers in the league. With
Agree.
an up-and-coming good receiver with A.J. Brown.
Agree.
Tannehill is iffy. But if you take the load off with Derrick Henry, like you give Derrick Henry like 15 to 20 a game, and now Tannehill is only throwing 30 instead of 50 times.
Right.
You know? So now you're looking at pretty good. I mean, and you
So,
got a target that's going to be open
I like this is what I took in consideration. Yes, I love Julio. As y'all probably know, he's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, offensive players in the league right now. I like Tannehill, like you said, with the load off his back. He has not had to do much lately. But I don't know about their defense.
Yeah, that's the iffy part.
I don't know if they can stop, a Jonathan Taylor behind a great line.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can stop. I don't know who else they're playing this year, but they're playing them twice, and that's who they got to compete.
That's their division.
Yeah, and so for me, I like Tennessee sort of, but I also think Henry has to slow down eventually.
That's why I think they're gonna run him a lot because, like I said, running backs are a dime a dozen. You got to get as much as you can out of Henry.
I mean, yeah, you are, but I just don't know if there's enough there still. So I'm a Colts. You're the Tennessee. So I got the Colts, the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Bills. Who'd you have?
Bills, Chargers, Brown, Titans.
Okay, those are our 4 division winners. Now on to the NFC. So we'll just start in the North since he already gave away the Vikings. You got Vikings winning the North, right?
Vikings winning.
I think I gave this away a little earlier when he was talking about that. I just think Green Bay. I know they had their shit going on, but I don't see Aaron Rodgers really being like a quitter. I think he's still going to have to make a run to make people want him again.
This is a side prediction about Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to get a minor injury and sit out the rest of the year, like a hamstring, and it's going to prolong, and he's just not going to play. I think that's his season this year. I don't want it to happen, but I think it's going to be like, oh, he hurt his hamstring, and a hamstring, everybody knows it's kind of hard to come back. And now they're like, oh, it's week by week. It's going to be week like 12, and it's like he's not going to come back for the season.
Well, I mean, we'll see. I hope not. You'll have to see Jordan Love. You never know.
Jordan Love, baby. You're going to have to see him eventually.
I mean, if that happens, yeah, that blows my whole prediction up.
That's a side prediction for me.
But no, I mean, it's a good prediction. I know injuries happen. And with that, you never know. Like, Aaron has to be there to make his money. Mm-hmm. If he's hurt, then he's still technically there, so who knows. Okay, so let's just drop straight down south. We got the Bucks, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Saints.
If anybody says anything other than the Buccaneers in that division, I will be upset.
I ain't got no one else.
I'm sorry.
I mean, how do you defend the champs? Or defend anyone going against the champs. Like, unless, like you said, an injury.
Yeah.
And even then, as long as it's not Tom Brady, I don't know. Like,
I think you're fine.
You're good. You could lose Evans, Godwin, Gronk, one of the backs. Like, you could lose any of that. You could lose someone on the line, the defense, anything. And as long as it's not Tom Brady. Yep. So, I just don't see them losing that division.
No. You want to go to the West?
Let's go. Oh, no. Let's leave that one for the end because that one's probably the hardest division to
cool.
pick. We'll go to the NFC East.
That's another hard one. The second hardest to pick. Well,
maybe. Giants, Washington, Dallas, and Philadelphia.
I have the Washington football team.
Okay.
I think they're on the trajectory last year. They got a better quarterback now. And they got another weapon for this man. They got Curtis Samuel for the man. A very productive wide receiver next to Terry McLaurin. I think their defense is already top of the list. I mean, they're one of the best defenses in the league. I mean, bar injury. So I think Washington makes that division kind of scared. They're going to be scared in that division because I think they're the better team in the division.
I mean, there's an argument. I don't like Fitzpatrick. I don't think they have a quarterback.
Better than their last quarterback.
Fitzpatrick had probably the best defense last year in Miami. Mm-hmm. Missed the playoffs.
Well, Tua took over, though.
But it don't matter. He still had the squad. And
he was kicking ass.
It still didn't make it. That's why they traded him. Or whatever. And here he is again with one of the best defenses. I don't know how many more chances this was going to get. I like the guy. There's nothing wrong with him. He's an inconsistent quarterback. He'll win you 3 in a row, and then the next 3 he'll lose you. Or he'll win, lose, win, lose.
But he's better than Heineken or Heinke or whatever the fuck.
We don't know that. Heineke hasn't played any, really. He's played a couple games.
He's better than Haskins.
Yeah, but then Alex Smith is better than all of them.
I mean, Alex Smith only played like 2 games.
But he was better than that before even he got hurt. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Washington, I like Washington. I really do. Even though they don't have a name, I like their squad and stuff.
Even though they don't have a name.
And I'm going to be honest.
You got the Giants.
I think Dallas is doo-doo. I'm going to say this now. I don't think we win more than 5 games this year. And that's just me being – and that's probably with Dak being healthy. I'm going to say that. He's probably going to be healthy all season, and we're going to win maybe 5 or 6 games. Maybe. So that leaves the Giants and the Eagles. I think the Eagles are trash. I just don't think they're very good. I know we don't know that yet, but I don't know. Do we really believe in Alabama quarterbacks? I don't. So I got the New York Giants. I think Saquon and that offense is going to be enough. There's not ever been a back-to-back NFC East division winner since like early 2000s. The Eagles did it when they had McNabb and T.O. and them. It's not happened. So I'm going Giants. I think they're flying on the radar. They are my sleeper team, and I think that's the team that no one's watching, and they're going to make that run this year.
That push.
They're not going to be like outstanding good. I don't think they compete with like Green Bay and the Bucks, but I think they make the division and get at least a playoff game.
Cool. You got the Rams,
the Seahawks,
Kyler Murray and the
Cardinals.
And, what's the other one?
and
Niners. Okay.
Okay.
You wanna
I'm
go-
curious
you wanna go-
on who you got.
You want to go first? Or want me to go first? I'll go first.
Um,
I'll go first. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm going Rams.
Okay.
I think they have the second best defense in the division behind the San Francisco 49ers. I think.
Okay.
But I think they have a better offense than we were expecting. I don't think a lot of people are expecting their offense to do good. But I think Matthew Stafford could sling the ball to these wide receivers that were getting the ball from Goff, and I don't think Goff is better than Matthew Stafford.
they keep saying that now McVay can do everything with Stafford.
So I think their offense is going to be a little bit better than they were last year, or Super Bowl time when they went to Super Bowl. But I think their defense is going to really, really hold them up.
I think it's going to be nice that their defense isn't going to have to be relied on. So
I
much.
think their defense is still going to be the better part of their team, but I think their
Yes.
offense is not going to be
But
too
it's
bad.
like when you've seen other teams where, like the Bucks, they're like, well, we don't have to be on the field all day. Our offense can sustain a drive, even
Yeah.
if they don't score like a touchdown. Maybe they get enough to get a field goal, or they at least get to midfield to punt and pin them like back. You know, so I this division.
is the
You
hardest.
could go any. You could go even. I'm gonna say this: the Cardinals are not my prediction, so you can eliminate them. But if they were to win, I wouldn't be surprised.
That division is the hardest division in the league.
yeah,
I think we
the
agreed
Cardinals
on that
led
one.
the league in sacks last year.
And they just added J.J. Watt.
So
I was
I'm
like-
just saying, like, you know, I don't know what you're getting out of them, but nonetheless, you could pick anybody.
Yeah.
So that leaves the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Niners. Ah, man, this is tough. I am a Russell Wilson fan. I like Russell. Matthew Stafford, I don't mind him. I think he's pretty damn good. Like, I've thought he was good. He's just not been in a good organization. You can see they just never get things done in Detroit. They just don't. And then you have San Fran. I don't like San Fran, but I can respect a good team. They had, I heard earlier, it was 31 players on injured reserve last year. 31, including probably one of the best pass rushers in the league. They got one of the best linebackers in Warner. They have some of the best corners in the league. I mean, you have like the weirdest quarterback scenario. It's like they're cool and they're like good, and if one got hurt, the other could step in and be good. Like, and then you have like probably the number 2 tight end in the league.
Which was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt too, so he's coming back.
Number 1 receiver was hurt.
Yeah, like you got a lot going on there that you're not even too sure. So again, pick who you want. I'm gonna say this. It's Matt Stafford's first year. I'm going to let him have 1 year. He's going to be okay. I think they make probably the playoffs,
Don't win the division.
but not the division this year.
So he's got San Fran
So
and Seattle.
Russell's an MVP. He's just an MVP. But he don't have enough weapons and shit going on. They don't have the defense like they used to. They are not the best defense in the division. I have San Fran winning this division. I think they have the best defense.
That's why I said I think they have the best defense.
think their coach, they were talking about how he used to switch quarterbacks with Kirk Cousins and RG3 in Washington. Mm-hmm. He's talking about it now. And I thought about this. Back in the day, you used to want a pocket quarterback that could just sit there and sling the ball. And we've progressed to where you want a guy that can kind of move, not like Michael Vick, but like a Patty Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck, somebody can kind of scramble. I think Kyle Shanahan is almost on the verge of like setting a trend of having 2 guys. Like you know who it was? Sean Payton. That's who started it. He had Drew, he had Taysom. He was like, Drew can get us there, but then let's have Taysom just run
Do
it
some
in
crazy shit.
or just dump it off really quick to Kamara, whatever. That's what I think Kyle's like, hey, bro, that works.
You could do some crazy shit.
Yeah. So I'm thinking
It could be a new way to play.
Exactly. You're going to go get just get an athletic guy and get a guy that can sit in the pocket and get you down the field.
But now you have a guy that's actually really good. And
Potentially, yes.
Trey Lance.
Potentially. So I have San Fran winning the division.
That'd be cool.
They were close, I think, last year to making the playoffs. Not Washington. Seattle kind of was on the decline. Like, they started really hot with Metcalf, but then they kind of went down. The Rams ended up making the playoffs with Jared Goff, and I don't know how much. Everyone keeps praising Stafford, and I like him, but I don't know how much he's above Jared. Like, Jared was slinging it the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but then he kind of fell off. Matthew Stafford is like consistently where he's at. He's getting you 35.
But we don't know. So let me ask you this before we go any further. What would be more of a surprise? Would it be Stafford doesn't live up to the hype, and Jared Goff tears it up?
Goff, because their team is shit. Their team is.
So you think Jared Goff, if he were to be really good, maybe even close to playoff?
If he could win 7 games with that team, I would be really surprised. I don't think they're going to win that.
I don't think so neither, but I'm wondering what's the bigger surprise, Stafford sucking or Jared
or average, being decent quarterback.
Do you think then that they would look at McVay and be like, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, he would definitely be on the chop.
You think so?
Fuck yeah, because you have Golf, and it's now Golf's doing crazy numbers. Not crazy numbers, but imagine he was up there in numbers and shit.
I mean, that's just a side question.
I wouldn't ever blame Matthew Stafford. I don't think Matthew Stafford sucks. I don't think he's going to.
No, I don't think.
But I think if anything, it would be this situation, his coaching situation. I think that'd be the only problem.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Let's do our that was all our divisions. We had the Bucks, he had Vikings, I had Packers. I had Niners, he had Rams, and I had Giants, he had Washington.
We have Bucks. It was the same.
So let's go wild card. We could probably run through these fairly quick, probably.
There's 3 wild cards, right?
Yeah, there's 3. Cool. So let's start in the AFC where we started earlier.
Okay.
Who do you got? You can name all 3 of them because it doesn't really matter. There's no particular order.
Ravens, Chiefs, and Broncos.
Ravens, Chiefs. So you have the Chiefs still making it, just not winning the division.
Not winning the division.
Yeah,
and I also have the Broncos in that same division. So Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs.
Damn, 3. So you're cutting out
the Steelers,
Miami, Steelers, New England. You're cutting out Indy, and that's it really. And you got 3 at AFC West.
Yeah, so
the Broncos,
how the Ravens, Steelers, and Browns did it last year.
No, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying it's.
But I have the
tough.
Broncos. I think Teddy and McLaurin, or not McLaurin. What's his name?
Jerry
Jeudy and Sutton and Melvin Gordon and Fant and all them motherfuckers. And their defense is not bad. I still think
their defense is pretty good.
So I have them 3 going to the wild card.
Okay, I mean those are bad predictions. That's not bad. So on the other hand, I have Cleveland getting in.
Okay.
And then I have the Titans getting in. I still like their offense. And then I got New England Patriots making it back to the playoffs.
That wasn't your sleeper?
No, because I think the Giants is no one's watching. And I think everybody kind of thinks Mac Jones could be that next guy.
Okay.
So I really think New England's going to make the playoffs barely. I am leaving Miami out. If they don't get Deshaun, they're in. If they don't get Deshaun, which I don't think they will, Tua's not getting it done. They're not going to even. They'll probably be a 500, probably less team. The only other team that I honestly considered was I thought about the Chiefs, but I really was just like, no, they ain't making it.
I made a drastic switch on the NFC real quick.
Okay. I mean, impulse prediction. Okay, I'm going to go NFC. Those are my 3. Tennessee, Browns, Patriots. Maybe that's a shocker, maybe not. NFC, this is pretty... Like I said, you could pick anybody from the West. I picked pretty much all of them except one.
That's crazy.
I got the Seahawks and the Rams both getting in. Still.
Okay.
I just got them getting in. I don't think that they'll win the division.
I guess we both gonna agree on that.
Both those
I switched the Packers for San Francisco.
Oh, okay. And then okay, hold on. I forgot you didn't have the same division winner. And then my other team that I don't know. I'm not doing seeding really, but my other team that I have getting to the playoffs. It was tough. There was a few guys that I wanted to consider, but I liked your prediction. I just don't think they'll win the division. Is the Minnesota Vikings? I like their offense.
I fuck with them. I'm telling you.
I just think they got a nice offense over there.
And my last one, because you picked Seattle on, what do you call it?
So you have Seattle and San Fran
In the wild card.
wild card and Rams. Okay.
And then finally, I brought a bias situation. I put the Cowboys.
Okay. I didn't have Dallas this year.
I'm biased. I want my Cowboys to be in there.
I want him to win too. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Cowboys
So
fan.
I'm always gonna say. I mean, he don't have to because he's Tim, but me, I have to.
I don't have to. I see the game for what the game is. I always give y'all 100.
That's true.
They ain't 100. They sucky right now. It's okay though. We always go through these. We're kind of good. We don't ever get to the championship, but we're kind of good, and then we just kind of suck.
I should just pick the Cardinals. Put fucking all.
You could pick anybody.
I should just
We're
pick the
Giants. Nah. Okay, so right now this is our predictions. I got the Bucks, the Packers, the Niners, the Giants. Those are your divisions, and then I have Seattle, Rams, and Vikings as the wild card.
Okay.
And then I have the Colts, the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Bills. And then I have the Titans, Browns, and Patriots. Who do you got?
I have Washington, Rams, Vikings, Bucks as the divisions. Cowboys, Seahawks, San Fran.
Okay.
Then I have Bills, Chargers, Browns, Titans. Ravens, Chiefs, Broncos.
Okay. Did you happen to do a number one seed?
Yeah, I did.
I have a number one seed too. Okay, let's go AFC. Who do you have?
The Buffalo Bills.
Okay. I have the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
That's who I just think is the number one seed. Out of the NFC, who do you have?
Bucks.
I also have the Bucks. Cool. Okay. So let's go MVP, then Super Bowl, and then predictions. And that's how we're going to end, okay?
Okay.
So I'll go first with MVP, then you'll do Super Bowl teams, and then I'll pick the winner of mine, and then you'll pick the winner. Okay, so I got MVP this year. I don't give a shit. I honestly think this might be it. This is it. He's going to leave on top. He's going to win 8 rings maybe, and Tom Brady, he's the guy. He's going to win he's going to win the number one seed. He's going to get MVP this year. I just think it's like he's got the chance to win the Super Bowl. He's got the squad to win the Super Bowl. He's just riding high, but I honestly think this might be it. He might be riding off in the sunset, especially if they win.
You don't want to go triple, 3P?
No, I don't think he cares. I think he's going to be I'm done.
At that point, go for 10. You're at 8.
I don't know, man. That's my prediction. I got Tom Brady MVP right now.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Who do you got?
I have Josh Allen.
I kind of figured that when you said he was up there, like you were giving him a lot of praise. I was like, he's got to have him as MVP.
Yeah, Josh Allen, man.
Okay.
I mean,
that's a fair prediction. I don't think he couldn't do it.
He's probably top 5
Yeah,
in the
he's
list.
probably, as long as he stays healthy, the team does really good, he's going to be there. Okay. Who are your 2 Super Bowl teams? This is it. This is what probably they've been waiting for.
The 2 number 1 seeds. Bills versus Bucks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Probably never happened in anytime soon. It probably hasn't happened. But I got the number 1 seeds. Bucks versus Bills.
That's crazy because I also have the Ravens versus Bucks. Those are my number 1 seeds.
That's crazy.
I just think that they're the 2 best teams going into the season and going to come out of the season.
And we know who you're picking because you gave it away with your MVP.
I'm going Bucks, man. I don't see no one beating them. I don't want them to win really again. I wanted him to win last year.
Yeah.
I'm going to be rooting for the Ravens.
Do you have a score?
I do have a score.
I have a score,
and I think it's a decent score. It's not a really crazy score.
Yeah.
But it's going to be 26-23 overtime
Oh
field
God.
goal by the Ravens.
You almost predicted.
I mean, by the Buccaneers.
You almost fucking picked the same score as me.
And the only reason I picked this is why Tom Brady's won MVP only a few times. And when he first won a Super Bowl, he won a lot of them at the early stage by field goals. I think this is going to be this surreal moment where he goes to the Super Bowl, he goes and he might not get to overtime, but it's going to be a game-winning field goal where Tom Brady drives him down. I don't know who their kicker is.
Yeah,
But he'll be famous after this year.
That's what's up. So obviously I have the Bucks and Bills. So I made a mid prediction change.
Okay.
I picked the Bills.
Okay.
27-20.
That's not bad.
So it was almost your score too.
Almost.
It was 1 point and 3 points off. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. So there you guys have it, man. Y'all got our 2021, 2022 just NFL early predictions. Like I said, we'll do one probably week 8 or 9 around there to see where we even stand, if we're even close.
Maybe we just keep it and we're
Maybe
like,
keep it like
fuck,
it.
we're good at what we do.
Okay, these guys are hot, whatever. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It was a small, I don't know, we probably went over an hour, maybe close to it, about an hour or so. Like I said, I hope I was a little NFC East biased at the beginning, but fuck it. Just remember, the only thing I want y'all to remember is the Chiefs ain't making playoffs.
Fuck, that's
all
crazy.
I care about.
That's
all
crazy.
I care about. So, like the video, subscribe. We'll just do something. I think what do we got coming out? Oh, we got like a vlog. It's probably gonna be super short and simple. Probably nothing too crazy. It's probably gonna be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then that's pretty much it right now. We might do something else this week, but y'all have a good one. It's only Monday. Enjoy football this weekend. Y'all be safe. Peace.